in, depending on the time frame of where you are watching me from. I want to discuss about residential, commercial. Which of these gives high return on investments in real estate? Residential, commercial. Which of these gives high return in real estate? We've asked so much whereby you buy mansions or upstairs or apartments or duplexes, uh, or condo, so many things that you can, your of houses called residential that you can invest in. So which of these gives high return? Is it commercial or residential? So this is what we want to discuss here. So I want us to discuss. I have to come live here for us to discuss. I have to come live here for us to discuss either it is it is residential, or sorry, I'm trying to put some other social media on that people can join us from. So is it residential that is possible, that is giving high return, or residential? A lot of people have invested so much in residential, and in what way that you can make money if you want to invest in residential? In what way can you make more money? In what way can you make more money? Is it residential or commercial? So that's what we want. I want us to discuss here. I want us to discuss here. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask your question. Please feel free to ask your question. If you are joining me live, please go to the comment section and go to the comment section and ask your question, please. This is very important. This is very important. I'm actually streaming with my I was actually streaming with my two phones, one on YouTube, so one on YouTube and the other one on Instagram. So Instagram and YouTube live right now. So thank you, Hola. Thank you, Tio, for joining. Can you please tell me where you are joining from? Thank you, Tio, from YouTube Live. Thank you for joining. Can you please let me know where you are joining me from? Today we want to discuss on residential and commercial. Which one gives high return? The aims and objective of investing in real estate is to get more money, right? Either depending on any country you want to invest, in real estate. The aim and objective of that investment is to make more money. So let's just discuss now. Making money, is it more high? Is the return high when you invest in real estate residential, or it is higher when you invest in real estate commercial? So I want to dive into this. A lot of I was what's the time here in Nigeria? Okay, few minutes to 12 this evening, while wishing one of my clients happy Mother's Day here in Nigeria. And okay, let me use this medium to say, still not yet 12 a.m. here, happy Mother's Day. So we're now discussing. She has, for the glory, to the glory of God, she has bought so many property for me, lands, housing. So we want to know. So we are not discussing because I want her to. She has not gotten commercial. So we are not discussing about what you can gain if you invest in commercial. So, and the question is, why I bring that question? Thank you. Oh, what the big, okay, okay. Thank you, Night Fly. So I want to discuss either residential or commercial. Which one gives high return on investments? Thank you for showing love. Thank you for liking. Thank you so much. You can share this. I will appreciate for more people to get to know about this. So the question she asked me, that come, Mrs. Michael, which one gives high return? Is it residential or commercial? Now, before I want us to together want to break it down so that in our discourse of our discussion, we too will know which one gives high return. I don't want to base my judgment on, okay, is residential that gives high return investment, or is commercial that gives high return return on investment. So I want to discuss the two. Then we will now jump to conclusion. Oh, in my own opinion, I think this has more return is higher than this one. So what is residential? As the name implies, it is nothing less than residence where people stay, where people live, where you eat with your families and friends, either a rental apartment, either you own the apartment. Once is that the place you live after going out, maybe for your work, maybe for your business, and you come back home, anything we call home, where you resident, where you live, is just residential apartments, either mansion, duplexes, either detached, fully detached, semi-detached, terrace, apartments, mansionettes, either condo, depending on any. Once it's called residential, yes, it is where you live. So return, if you own a resident apartment, there are diverse ways to make money. We have passive income, we have A and B, we have short let, we have rental income that you can make if you own a residential apartment. I have some of my clients that own apartments. What is she usually lodge in on to buy is just apartments, because she believes that if maybe people in diaspora travel down to Nigeria, what they'll be looking for to is to find a place to stay. Now, such people that embark on owning residential, they are also making money. They are making money because they give out, they bought apartments and they give it out for people to stay. And because those people that stay there, they are not the owner, so they pay for the period that they own that either apartment or do you know this people, the Nollywood or Hollywood, they rent mansion. They will rent mansion and start, they will shoot their film in diverse area that with a large compound, and that apartment, that place can be residential, or they just want to shoot video in a place that's is not a residential or a commercial place. So now I'm still talking about residential. So you can decide to say, okay, I want to have duplexes, I want to have terraces. You can make money off it. If you buy the one you are staying in, and also embark to buy more, from, maybe you buy two units, 3, 10 units, depending on your capacity, and you give it out for rental income, you are making money. So residential, that is residential. Anything that you want to live in is residential. Now let's dive into commercial. Commercial is anything for commerce. Commercial comes from the word commerce. So, and when you hear commerce, what comes to your brain is that, oh, we have where they trade, where they exchange money, where money exchange hands. And thank you, Maxo. Thank you for joining from Instagram. Thank you so much. So, money changes hands. That is commercial. Commercial can be hotel. Commercial can be shopping mall. I'm just telling you, commercial, shopping mall, hotel, or a a house that maybe is not a hotel per se, but some people just can just buy a place in a commercial, that if anybody, banking, warehouse, where people keep goods. I have a client that wanted me to get a place, said the client wants to use the place for warehouse, to build just a parcel of land to build and start putting their goods. So those things that maybe want to gas plant and industrial. So all those things falls under commercial. Now, if you want now to look at the two, commercial and residential, you will discover that from my own point of view, you discover that if anybody wants to rent an apartment, we have daily, we have weekly, we have a month or annually. That is for residential. But when it comes to commercial, it is measured by square meter. Ask those that are looking for office space. I have a client in US. He called me that I should look for office space around here in Lagos on the mainland. Do you know the price that was given for duplex to rent out as an office is much more expensive than owning a duplex that you want to buy for a home that you want to reside in. So if you began to look at those people buy small space, maybe like 500 square meter, and you get your approval, you build high rising on that 500 square meter. Only on that 500 square meter, you can build, depending on the areas that you can, depending on the area where you can build high rising. There are some, in case you don't know this, there are some area that you cannot build high rising, especially a place that is very close to the airport. Because of plane, you cannot build high rising. So they look for a place where you can build high rising and build offices. So imagine you buy 500 square meter, and the place that you want to build, you can get approval to build high rising. Trust me, you make more money. On my own opinion, you make more money on that one plot of land, an acre of land, maybe for 1,000 square meter. Imagine you buy 1,000 square meter. I'm not even dive to maybe buy acre now. If you buy 1,000 square meter of a commercial land, and you build car park, you have your own car park, and you have your own, even we have some houses underground car park, and they will use the whole 1,000 square meter. They will leave greenery area. They will now build high rising. They can build up to 15 story building. Now tell me, if it's with commercial, you cannot build more than what it is commercial on that land. If it's not a place that you can build high rising, that maybe you want to build apartments, even if you put apartments, there will be sitting room, living room, dining area, your kitchen, all those areas occupy space. But if you build commercial, in that commercial that you build, you will just leave a place, a certain place for restroom, and leave car park. All those square meter, measure it. You pay higher, people pay higher for commercial. So in my own opinion, with over a decade in this industry, real estate, you get to own higher return on commercial than residential. So if you want to make more money and you are an investor, yes, you bought residential, you bought houses, you bought lands, but I will also still advise you that you key in to commercial. In the industry of real estate, this is not so common. A lot of people, they will buy land, but with all the lands they bought so far, they don't